YouTube, how's it going? Nacrit321 back again here showing off the new gaming PC I just built. I'm really happy with it. It was kind of a long overdue thing I wanted. The laptop I had been using was technically a gaming laptop, but that thing was about 5 or 6 years old and it could barely run games when it came out, so it wasn't really ideal for what I wanted to do. But this one definitely is. It was quite an investment. But I think it'll be worth it because this should keep me satisfied for a couple years going down the road. And of course, the good thing about these is that they're upgradable over time, so it's not like I have to buy a whole new PC. I can kind of upgrade parts here and there as I see fit. So in the long term, that might save me a little money. But we'll start off with just, I guess, the monitor. It's a 23-inch HP monitor. It's full 1080p. It was on sale at Best Buy that week. But it's really nice, you know. I could have gotten a little bigger, maybe 24 or even 27, but 23 is good enough for me, and I've played a couple games on here, and they look really awesome. So definitely satisfied with that. Obviously, due to my background, you can tell what game I'm looking forward to, Battlefield 3 in October. We'll take a look at the case. It's a half 912 case. This is the the cheapest model out of their half series for Cooler Master. And by the way, this video is going to be a little technical and talking a lot about computer stuff, so if you're not into that, maybe this video won't be for you. But anyway, I digress. This is the half 912. It's a mid-tower case from their half series. I know they're a pretty popular series, and this case is really good for the money. It's like 60 bucks or something like that. It's a mid-tower case. It's got a decent airflow in it. Some expandable options as far as fans and things go. So for the price, it was a good case. I didn't need anything really bigger than that, so I decided to go with that. Just a simple LG DVD burner. I could have gone with a Blu-ray, but you know, right now the software is pretty expensive for Blu-rays, and there's not really any point to having it. So if I need it down the road, I can always add it into one of these bays here. But for now, the DVD drive works perfectly fine. The case comes with two 120mm fans stock. I bought two more, so I put the stock ones on the front, and you see I got one on the top and I got another one on the back. These are temperature controlled fans, so they automatically, you know, adjust to temperatures and things, so that's pretty nice to have. So let's go ahead and open. You can see there's a slot here. You can add another fan if you want for the video card, but let's go ahead and open the side here and show you everything on the inside. And let me get a flashlight, maybe you guys can see this a little better. But here is the whole rig on the inside. 850 watt power supply. That might be a little overkill for what I needed, but I figured that would give me a little headroom in case I want to add stuff later down the road. We got my boot drive is a OCZ Vertex 3 solid state drive. It's 120 gigs. This thing is lightning fast. It is such an upgrade from a standard hard drive. It is so nice playing games. Even just booting any applications like Firefox or anything like that, you can really tell a difference. So out of all the upgrades I got in here, the video card and everything, that's probably the most noticeable one because it's something that affects everything, not just games or, you know, video or things like that. So that is definitely one upgrade I'm glad I invested in. And I got a 1 terabyte hard drive for storage and extra things I need, so that should be plenty of room for me. I don't really save a lot of music and movies and things like that, so that should last me a long time. I got room there for another SSD if I want it, and I think 3 more hard drives if I want it. The graphics card right there, it's a GTX 560 Ti, and this is the MSI Twin Frozer 2 Golden Edition. Down there you can see there's 2 intake fans right there for it. It's a really nice card. I think it's overclocked a bit from the stock 560, so that's nice to have, and it works perfect. It's really nice. I was worried that maybe I'd need to get another one down the road and have a dual video card setup, but I think this will work more than fine. This thing is a beast. I really like it. It's a good balance of affordability and performance. It's not, you know, the highest end video card they have, but it's still good for the money, you know. So definitely a good investment, I think, especially for gaming. You want to have a solid video card. Maybe not the best cable management going on here, but decent, I guess. I got 8 gigs of RAM in there. This is Corsair Vengeance RAM. You can see it's got a kind of heat sink going there on it. It's 1600 megahertz, dual channel, 8 gigs RAM. That should be perfect. I got 2 more slots in case I want to add more down the road. You can see my CPU cooler here. This is a really popular one. This is the Hyper 212 Plus Cooler Master CPU heatsink, and you can actually see I had to, this fan usually sits flush with the thing, but I had to move it up a little bit because the RAM heatsink kind of got in the way. The slot is a little close to the CPU socket, but that's okay. A lot of people have to do that anyway. But that works really well. That's really popular as far as if you're doing just air cooling. That's a really popular CPU cooler that a lot of people buy. I got a i5 2500K processor, so obviously it's not the highest end. They have an i7, but I have it overclocked. You can see the motherboard I have. It's an MSI motherboard. It's P67 chipset. It's the GD65. You can see that blue light right there. That's OC Genie. This board comes with a one-touch overclocking ability, and I know a lot of the hardcore overclockers probably scoff at that and say that's the cheap way out or whatever, but I have no idea what I'm doing manually overclocking, so definitely felt safer doing that. Stock, the i5 runs at about 3.3 gigahertz, 3.2, something like that, but just hitting that OC Genie button, it upped it all the way to 4.2. So that's definitely really cool. I think if I manually did it, I could probably get up to maybe 4.5 or even 4.7 maybe, but 4.2 does the job. I played games on it and it runs buttery smooth. This thing is awesome. So I think that's it as far as internal components go. That was a pretty quick look at it, but I figured I'd show you guys the update. Really satisfied with it. Let me go ahead and bring up CPU-Z just to show you the stats and everything on the computer, even though I showed you most of the stuff. Hopefully you can read that. You can see it's the i5. This might be kind of blurry. Sandy Bridge. It's the 3.3 gigahertz model, but you can see down here I'm running core speed 4190 megahertz, so that's roughly 4.2. And I'll go to the memory, I guess, and it says DRAM frequency 798 megahertz. That in CPU-Z, that's like half your potential, so if you double that, that gets you about 1600, so everything's working as it should. But really, guys, it's a fantastic rig. I measured some temperatures. I played Bad Company 2 for a while. I bought it on the Steam sale for $10, so I played that for a while. The CPU temperatures at the highest get into like the low 60s, so that's pretty good. Idle, this thing sits in the 30s, something like that. Yeah, right now they're 34, 35 is about what it's at. In gaming it gets into the 60s maybe, so it's not really in any danger of overheating. And hopefully over time that should go down too, because I use Arctic Silver 5 as my thermal compound, and I've heard that that has a pretty long period of, whatever they call it, burn-in period, where it over time it sort of settles and does what it needs to do. So temps may go down over time, but yeah, that's it for the gaming rig, I guess. I figured I'd show it off. I'm going to put this as a response to MN12Bird's video. He did a kind of update what's in his gaming rig. I was going to do this video anyway, but I saw his go up the other day, so I figured why not. I'll put it as a response to that. So definitely looking forward to some Battlefield 3 and some Skyrim on this. I've been playing some cool Steam games. I got Bad Company 2 and Dawn of War installed in here. That's a pretty fun game. Fun RTS game. So really enjoying it right now, guys, but I figured I'd show it off. If you have any questions or anything, let me know. But yeah, that's it for now. NateCrit321, signing out.